feel like there is no mentally preparing for a stream and you haven't streamed in forever. Oh no, I must be truly my essence. Hello. Hello. Hi New Day. What's up? Stricken. Who this? I don't know. Let's be real, Stricken. I don't know. How are y'all doing? How are you doing, New Day? How you doing, Stricken? Probably got like 2 hours until I gotta do some errands. So may just do Vampire Therapist. I feel like that's chill enough. Fuck if I know. I don't know what games are anymore. Yeah, I don't know what streaming is anymore, really. Let's be real. So, yeah. Is there anything? I'm trying to think if there's any updates I really need to give, but, like, I don't think there is. I think the one thing is if you hear my washer and dryer going on in the background, I'm sorry. I needed to do some laundry. It's been, like, over 100 degrees for the past month, so I've just been constantly sweating. And God, I don't like being in wet clothes, so I've just been switching out clothes more than once a day, it feels like. Today it's actually cooler though, so I'm happy we are finally getting some cooler weather, and I should not be dying. But yeah. Might hear little thumpy thumps of the washer, so oops. And I think that's pretty much it on the warnings. Because if we do Vampire Therapist, it shouldn't be like Alan Wake where it's all flashy and a lot of triggery stuff. I did finally catch up. So I know the last time I tried to play Vampire Therapist, I had to catch it up. The demo, unfortunately, like, I couldn't continue on from the demo save point. I had to do I had to start a new one. I need more coffee. I can't put sentences together. I also don't remember how audio works. A moment while my brain comprehends everything that's going on. Alright, get this shit out of here. Should change that then. I have officially decided. Cool. It's actually funny. Just how much Astarion has ruined my life. Like, I've become the butt of vampire jokes amongst friends and everything. Anytime there's any semblance of a vampire, they just look at me and they're like, Leo, please. And I'm like, what do you mean? I just exist. I'm just here. Alright, I'm trying to see. The game seems a little bit quiet, but I think it should be fine now. Hopefully. Find out. Alright. I'm like, which one's the most recent? This? Okay, so this looks like it transitioned from ending hers, which is where we were. Maybe. Yeah. This is the end of hers. So we just got done with the Madame. Oh, that's louder than the starting screen music was. Okay, we're gonna turn you back down. Just a little bit too hype, too rave. Goddamn. Yeah, game, please. Chill. It's too much for 9 a.m.
Ugh. Please learn to speak properly by then. Well
Bye.
done, Samuel. I believe you have
Cowboy!
this day quite well.
That probably peaked my mic, I don't know. Yeah, it's my cowboy Sam. Samuel Wells. Straight from the south. And then Andrew, my boy. I'm hoping we, get to have a threesome. With Andrew and his girl. Anyways. How you doing, creature? Hello, good morning for me, good afternoon for you, I believe.
You kidding? That lady straight up hates my guts.
How's it going here? It's going. I'm glad that the weather is a bit cooler today, and I think most of this week it will be a bit cooler. It's been so hot. It's been miserable. But now I can go outside.
Samuel, if Isabella Deste hated your guts, she would not be shy about telling you so.
It's very true.
That I believe.
Older we get, the harder it is to gain a different perspective. Have patience. We are not all as wise as Samuel Walls.
Guess it's just that simpleton's wisdom, as the Signora called it.
I just want to dance to this music. I want to go to this club. This club seems chill. A little gothic vampire club? Shit.
Do not adopt her labels, Samuel. I will not stand for it. I know she was a challenge, but you rose to it as I knew you would. I think you deserve a night of hard drinking. What do you say?
Hell yeah.
You don't need to tell me twice.
What's this game? So basically therapy for vampires. That's about it. So it's kind of like, you know what? No, that's literally pretty much it. So they have different types of cognitive thinking that is detrimental to mental health. I say detrimental, that sounds such a dramatic word, but it doesn't help your mental state. Go with that. So like labeling, like I'm stupid, like that. Of course, that's not positive labeling. That's gonna make you feel bad. And so when you're talking to another vampire, you have to kind of call them out depending on one of the 5 options. And it's kind of trying to make them better. But the game devs did work with like actual therapists, accredited therapists, to get some of the content and like create an accurate depiction, I guess, of these scenarios. And then there's just some horny goth kids, I don't know.
All right, Andy. I'll see you later then.
Indeed, Samuel. Enjoy yourself. Excellent work tonight. Rest in peace.
Sounds interesting. Don't die while I go make myself pizza. I don't think I can die, which is great. I'm a vampire. It's fine. Enjoy. Gotta tell me what's on that pizza, though.
For one night. I could use a drink and a quiet night.
Hey, cowboy.
God,
Why the long face?
Crimson, I love you. Because I love you. And you are taken. Crimson, that's why my face is long. I'm sad. Crimson, please.
I used to say the same thing to my princess.
Your daughter.
My horse, actually. She never really understood the joke, but I still like telling it to her.
Sam! Why are you like this, Sam?
You didn't answer my question, gunslinger. What's got you down?
Oh, I just finished up with my second client. She gave me a tongue lashing to remember her by. You ever talk to someone who's so educated and refined that they make you feel like a space alien?
Only everyone I ever met in law school. At least until I learned to speak their language.
You're a lawyer?
Was, and no, I wasn't the blood-sucking kind before you start with the vampire jokes. Just a wide-eyed DC do-gooder. But I get what you're talking about. People can use language like a membership card. You don't speak the lingo, you don't get in.
Well, that's just what I mean. I just ain't sure I've got the lingo for a 500-year-old high society Renaissance woman.
Well, how do you think your session went? Think she heard you?
Yeah, I mean, being forced to read Old English text is a time to behold. I don't understand that. They got like the little cliff notes of like, this is what he meant. Is it what he meant? So I can understand you, Sam. I too do not have the lingo for all that. In the end, I think she heard a bit of it.
Well, she did say that I'd given her some stuff to think about. And to tell the truth, she seemed kind of embarrassed about that.
So what? If she heard you, I'd take the W, cowboy.
Take the W? What, the wagon?
No. Sam.
The wind, Gramps. Maybe she isn't gonna relate to you, but that doesn't mean she can't hear you.
Oh, you're probably right. I guess I'll take the W. And while you're at it, I'll take some B too. That's blood, see?
Oh my god. I forgot how painful his jokes were.
What are you in the mood for? Men? Women? Something a little more off the beaten path?
I think I'll have some takeaway tonight. What have you got?
Here, try this. Should put some color in those cheeks.
You really ain't squeamish, huh, Crimson?
Nah, healthy blood never hurt anyone. I've been hanging around vampires for 20 years, and they aren't so scary.
Not even Bert?
What, that old pointy-eared teddy bear? He's a total sweetheart, unless someone gets aggressive or touchy with the customers.
What does he do then?
They get a stern warning.
And if they don't listen?
Why, then he eats them.
Maybe he is a teddy bear. I met Teddy Roosevelt back in the night, and I'm pretty sure he would have done the same thing. Speaking of which, I gotta thirst something fierce. I think I'll head back to my coffin for a little rest. But you have a good night, Crimson.
You too, Sam. Don't let the Draculas bite.
Time to crack open a warm one.
Oh my god, I forgot how amazing this coffin was. I want to sleep in this.
That's the good stuff. Now, maybe I can find a quote from one of my favorite books that'll help give me a little inspiration. Or I could watch the Three Stooges hit each other a whole bunch. Or I could just go to sleep. What's it gonna be, Sammy boy?
I want to... Wait. Is this... is this detrimental? I don't know. Is this detrimental to existing? I want to... See, actual Leo in the past month would probably just watch something and space out. But I also just, I want some inspirational quotes. I need some inspiration. I also probably actually would just sleep too. So, you know, Sammy, we're doing you, all right? We're not doing me. So, we're gonna read some inspirational quotes here.
My profession is to be always on the alert, to find God in nature, to know his lurking places. I always like that quote. I ain't a God-fearing kind, but it's true. There's a natural beauty behind the man-made world if you know where to look. Isabella d'Este's all culture and breeding, but underneath, she's got her vulnerable and beautiful humanity too. All right, that's enough for one night. Time for some rest. I hope my next client will be a little easier.
Accidentally hit my space bar, my bee.
Samuel, good evening. I am glad to see you looking so fresh and well slept.
Uh-oh, something tells me I'm in for it tonight.
The truth is seldom unseen by you, my friend.
Oh no.
Tonight, you face perhaps one of the most difficult challenges a therapist can face. The fact that you may not be able to help everyone. In truth, I have failed to help clients with this particular disposition many times.
No.
Hey, I'm new at this. You're nigh on 3,000 years old. If you can't help them, how can I?
It is not guaranteed that we can help every client. To think we are powerless to help any is a cognitive distortion itself. I believe you know it.
Is that control fallacy?
Yeah, all right. Control
Yeah.
fallacy, I know. I can help some folk.
I reposition my existence. I feel like I need a new computer chair. This chair is annoying as hell. Okay.
That's right. Here, take a look at this case file.
Theater feller, huh? I've known a few
Oh,
of them
no.
in my time. They can be a little, self-absorbed.
Oh no, not the theater vampire kid. Oh no. Edmund Kean was a highly influential Shakespearean stage actor during the Georgian period. He is credited with more personal interpretations of character as opposed to pantomime performances. He lived a tumultuous life on stage, dealing with alcoholism, sex scandals, and entitled behavior. Oh, God. He wishes to return to the stage, but expresses great anger at critics who might review him poorly. He demands respect as the greatest actor the world has ever seen. My man's might be a little bit of a narcissist. So, I don't know if this gonna help.
He's looking for therapy because people don't like him, it says?
He is one of the most revered actors in all of history.
So he might have a few cognitive distortions.
A few. He may not recognize them, Samuel, but all you can do is present reality to him.
Hey, what'd you put on your pizza? I'm gonna judge you hard.
He comes. Remember, I will give you whatever advice I can. Good luck, my friend.
Spicy pepperoni? Yum. Acceptable.
I hope I'm up to this.
As long as there's no anchovies, I'll accept any pizza.
What is this vampire I see before me?
I don't know,
I'm
man.
Sam Walls. I'm your new therapist.
Your dress, your bearing, your hat. You also are forgotten by time.
Super plain food-wise, my chat gives me shit for it. That's not a bad thing. I'm not plain, but I'm also not as adventurous as I know some of my friends are. Like, a lot of my friends will eat intestine or some of the seafood I don't like because of texture. It's purely a texture thing. And kind of a thing, you know? Don't like sushi, seafood, ham, mushrooms, most vegetables. It's mostly a texture thing. Yeah. I get that. I think yeah. If you don't like ham, I feel like Spam would be your hell. Spam is fucking ham on steroids. It's so it took me a while to get used to. Salad on a burger makes me be sick. Lettuce? Dang, I love lettuce on a burger. But yeah, no, I mean, not the craziest thing I've heard.
Oh, how fortuitous! A kindred spirit, perhaps. A therapist should know pain, I say. Most excellent.
Tarnation. Can't get a break with this here hat of mine.
No, it's perfect. Do not change a single thing. It gives me faith. Faith, my dear vampire, that you can help me.
Edmund is definitely a theater kid, if I've ever met one.
I'm gonna do everything I can. I promise you that, amigo.
Do not do so lightly. Darkness dwells within my damned soul. You journey into my pain at your peril, and I cannot be your Virgil.
It's just so funny because I went to like a little acting class on Tuesday. So, yeah. I know some of the extravagant characters are like energetic characters.
You're who now? Anyway, you wrote in your intake form that you're here because...
Mortals don't appreciate you. I don't think he's confused about his sexuality. He's fine. Your dressing room is too small. No, that's not.
Well, mortals don't appreciate you, you said.
Indeed, and I fear they cannot. They must die to appreciate life. As mortals, they cannot ask the immortal questions. What is life for us who do not live? Why are we here? Why do we continue? What do we do when death has no meaning?
You know what? Those are very valid questions.
And what a piece of work is Vampire! How noble in stature, how infinite in life!
Okay. Do I indulge or do I cut him off? I kind of want to indulge him. I want to see where this takes us.
In form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like a demon. In apprehension, how like a bat. Ah, the beauty of the night!
Alright. And you know what? This is what therapy should be. You know, he should just continue talking. Let it all out.
And yet, to me, we are but the quintessence of dust.
Overindulge.
Dust upon dust. Already that whence we came.
Well, that was a lot.
Got the achievement of let him do his monologue.
You understand, don't you? Death has no meaning, because life never had meaning. To die, perchance to sleep.
All right, that's enough of that. Before we answer the question of why we're all here, why are you here? Well, that is, what exactly drove you to me, partner?
Oh, that. Well, a pustule of a theater historian I recently seduced and killed sprang the seeds of doubt in mine corpus. He was writing a biography of the great Edmund Kean, and I thought mayhap that I would favor him with a secret or two. He said my acting style would now be considered archaic. Though I drank him to the last, I fear his cruel barb was sharper than my fangs. This embossed carbuncle of corrupted blood caused me to doubt myself.
What would make acting style archaic? I'm trying to think. 'Cause I mean, there's many different ways to act, but none of them are necessarily wrong. Like, it just depends on the type of performance and media it's going for. So I don't know what archaic means in this sense.
Are all men such fools?
Yes.
Will I ever find my audience again? Or did they die long, long ago? Help me purge these mortal concerns from my mind, dear man.
We're always gonna have doubts, compadre. That's normal. But I think I can help you see things a little differently. So, he said your acting's out of date. Why don't you just tell me why it bothered you so much?
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am perfect.
I mean, I need to review, because I feel like that could be labeling. What? Where's my... Where's my table of contents? There you go. Okay. Nosferatu thinking, Big Show, if I can't be the best, so my butt's gonna break. You know, that is thinking in the extremes, ignoring all the in-betweens. We stress ourselves out when stakes are high. Control fallacy. Dark powers, vampires shall dominate the world. Okay, it could be control fallacy too. Yeah, because labeling is not good. Should statements or should live in a castle or live in a family? No one else. Could be a should. I think I'm stuck between should and control. Either feeling responsible or sole control feels either is true. Just travel and super. The cowboy must never show fear. Statements put a lot of pressure on us. Oops. Wrong button. Get me out of here.
Oh, there are celebrated actors
Oh, shit.
in these times, yes.
How do I get...
But any success they have is due to my
J.
blazing the path for them to follow.
Bruh. Okay, well, now I have to think about it again because I missed the other one. Celebrate actors this time, but any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow. Good lord. Andrew, why'd you do this to me? I can't do this right now. But actors in these times, yeah, any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow. Nope.
This
I
is a
figured.
special client. Remember that his distortions can be about others, not...
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But
This is a special client. Remember,
oh, there are
Okay, so he's
celebrated
labeling
actors in
them,
these
right? Or
times, yes.
disqualifying?
But any success they have.
Damn it!
this is a special client.
I know, Andrew! I'm not good at
Celebrated
this!
actors in these times, yes.
Oh, wait a
There we
minute.
go.
You're saying that every actor's success comes straight from you?
Okay, so I need to think about it, not in his sense, but in the things he's talking about sense?
Of course. Even the greatest among my art would have been consigned to obscurity had it not been for my advancements.
Every single one of them ain't had nothing of their own to give to the theater?
Well, I suppose one or two actors in the last 300 years have impressed me.
Well, don't you think they deserve their own success?
I suppose mortals are owed their 15 minutes of fame. One must have some pity for them. We are not monsters. But the actors of modern times, they are shallow, beggarly parrots. Parrots who screech the lines, but
Okay.
do they know them?
That
Do
that
they feel
one's
as we
labeling.
So you're
Yeah.
saying modern actors are parrots?
feel? Indeed. They are only mimics, and thus no better than a well-trained bird.
You don't think they're actually birds, do you?
My dear boy, they live such short lives. What else can they do but ape the words and actions of their forebears?
But when you call them birds, you're just labeling them that. You ain't giving them a fair shot.
Oh, come now. I was clearly employing a little dramatic license.
But we're here to talk about truth, a right, compadre?
It is my gentle direction that takes the craft to higher echelons, and mine alone. Acting does not evolve without me.
It's either Control or Nosferatu. No,
Listen
is it
carefully.
Control?
Edmund is assigned...
It is my
Yeah.
You're saying only
I shoulda
you
gone
can
with my
change the
first
course of
instinct.
acting?
It is demonstrably true. There is acting before Edmund Kean, and there is acting after Edmund Kean.
But there's so many types of acting out there.
See?
I remember when vaudeville came out, but I don't think you had anything to do with that.
Vaudeville? Oh, like so many American arts, an art of the grotesque. You plunge a dagger into the heart of subtlety.
So you didn't have nothing to do with vaudeville?
Oh, devils below, no.
Well, then you got a little control fallacy, hombre. Mortals got wills of their own.
Indeed. I suppose I don't want any responsibility for the things the Americans create anyway.
Damn, bro. Chill.
These critics should honor me, as is my due.
Oh, that's an easy
You're
one.
saying critics should honor you. Well, what happens if they don't?
Then they are not doing their jobs properly. I do not ask for their laudations without cause. But if a so-called critic does not recognize my contributions to the theater, what do they know of the theater?
Maybe they just got different tastes.
Uneducated taste, perhaps.
If they are just uneducated, why should they appreciate you?
An interesting point. I suppose I cannot blame them.
All right, friend, let's start that again from the top. I think we got a lot to unpack.
Because it's simply not possible.
Okay, this
Acting
one.
became a noble craft and
Hold on
There
a
we
sec
go.
there, partner.
Did
Acting
it.
became a noble craft because of you? That's a lot of control over a whole skill.
yes, impressive, isn't it? So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so lives mine art, and this gives life to thee.
I think you should leave the theater for a few years, Edmund. Go touch some grass.
Those are some pretty words. You make that up yourself?
It is the bard himself, boor.
Well, maybe he had something to do with the development of your craft then. It ain't been just you.
Well, naturally. But Shakespeare's works are simply words upon a page without me.
You're not wrong, but goddamn.
Padre, I think you know he gave you a leg up in your career. You can share in the success a little.
Thou fiend! You are cruel indeed to beat a man when he is at his most vulnerable. I am here so you may help me cope with a world that has gone mad. Not so you might attack my every word.
Oh yeah. I don't think there's any help in this guy. Oh my god.
I'm doing no such thing. All I'm doing is pointing out your reality. If we're gonna cope, we gotta be honest about the world.
And I say that you are a villain. I come to you in desperate need, and you respond by mocking my desperation.
Oh my god. I've dealt with people like this before. Sam just be like, oh look, our time is up. I gotta go.
Why would you do this to me? Do you not know what pain I am experiencing? Do you not know that I, as an actor, feel every sling and arrow more keenly? Art thou a therapist or a murderer that you would push me so to the brink? Do you want me to commit suicide?
Right, you... This is like... You're 100% a narcissist, holy
I'm
shit.
sorry, I wasn't trying to hurt you. I want to help everyone who comes to me.
Samuel, a moment, please.
Thank you, Ghost Andrew, save me.
I got a real problem here. I think I'm not cut out for this work. This fella's right. Why am I attacking him when I should be helping?
First of all, should statement. You will do what you will do, and that is all, Samuel.
I love he's like, well, hold on. First, look at what you're doing.
But look at the candles. What do you see?
The candles? Oh, they seem fine to me.
Look at the flames.
Wait a minute. They're getting higher, ain't they? What the hell's going on?
Your client is very powerful. He has his own unique skills earned through the ages.
Huh?
His skill in gaslighting is so intense that it affects the world around him.
His skill in gaslighting. Oh my god, that's funny. That's so stupid, but it's so funny.
He is altering reality to fit his distortions. Be watchful, Samuel. Do not let him.
Oh my
How do
god.
I stop it?
Be persistent, and above all, be honest. He does not control your reality.
I await your apology, sir.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I would take one of the first two. I wasn't trying to rally you up, or I don't have anything to apologize for. He's just gonna get angry if I be like, I don't have an apology. Either way, I don't think he's gonna be happy. Love a gaslighter, you know.
Now, I wasn't trying to rile you up none.
Yet I bared my undead soul to you, and you treated me like a pincushion with your sharp pricks.
Pricks ain't got nothing to do with this, Edmund.
And now you seek to proposition me? Of course, it always goes like this.
Oh my god. It's giving me flashbacks.
To you I am a void, nay, a whore, to use as you please.
Oh my god. It's stressing me out. Can I get my trigger warning on gaslighting, please? Bro, please stop. Sam, walk away. Just walk away, Sam. Andrew is right. There's no helping. There's no helping it.
Well, you are all alike, I say. Go on then, use me.
You are losing him, Samuel. It is time to remember what makes you special. You are
Okay.
not just a therapist, and you are not just a vampire. He is afraid, but you will conquer his fear.
Oh, you already know how it's not voiced. That's wild. Okay, oh, shit. I feel like I'm just gonna lose him. Both of these, I just don't feel like this guy is going to react well to. So fuck it.
I don't have anything to apologize for. All I did was point out some truths in the things you were saying. Now, if that makes you angry, fella, I don't know what to tell you.
You wound me, but I am strong. I persist. I fight. I know my worth, sir. I have fought and died for my art. I shall take my business elsewhere, and vampire society shall hear of your quackery.
Stop him, Samuel. It is not anger, but fear that drives him.
Okay.
Show him he has
Last
nothing
one?
to fear from you.
Sure. Down, boy, down.
Easy, boy, easy.
The horse noises, what the fuck? Hold on. I didn't expect horse noises in my ear. What the fuck? So dumb.
I shall not go easy. I shall not.
Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. There's a good vampire.
Just treating him like a dog. Yeah, get it, Sam.
A good vampire? What on hell?
You're safe now. Ain't nobody here to hurt you or make you feel bad.
But
I'm your buddy. That's us. We're just buddies, ain't we?
buddies? Yes. A friend. A friend. A friend who wishes to help me.
You feeling better there, compadre?
I must confess that I am. Though I scarcely understand how.
You just got treated like a fucking dog, my guy.
Hey, well, that's just great. I want this to be a comfortable place for you.
Yes. Yes, I do believe you. After all, your profession is in many ways similar to acting. It is no wonder that we find common ground.
How is therapy like acting?
It is the exploration of the soul, is it not? A journey into pain and truth. We see those pains and truths and reflect them onto the cruel world.
I ain't sure I quite see it like that, but it's true that reflecting is important. Kind of funny when we can't look in a mirror, huh?
One of death's cruel ironies. Thus must we see our reflections in the mortal audience instead.
You care a lot about what the mortals think about you.
Of course I do. Why should I give a fig about what we dusty old folk think, eh? Most of us are stuck in our relative pasts, if you'll pardon the offense.
But all them folks die. You're what, 300 years old?
Don't remind me. Yes, they die, but I cannot. I must not. If I do not exist in their hearts, there is only the purgatory of oblivion.
I can see why you're so worked
Okay.
up there, compadre. That's a lot of responsibility you're putting on yourself.
Don't you see? My talent is a gift that must be shared.
Well, there's that word again, must. I'm telling you, man, an expectation is just a resentment waiting to happen. You can't control how the world's gonna move. Maybe people just like a different style of acting.
Of course I know the plebeians will never understand my earth. Of course I cannot control how they will respond.
I guess that's a start.
Unlike some vampires, I am not some blood-guzzling parasite who will idly sit and wait as the world turns.
Edmean.
You calling most of our kind parasites?
I am, for that is what we are, if we are nothing else.
All right, let's just forget the part where you're insulting other vampires, myself included. If you say that you're a parasite if you don't do something, you're gonna be scared as hell of not doing that thing.
As an immortal, I aim for loftier goals.
Can you hit those goals if you're busy being afraid of turning into a parasite?
Ah, but your humble speech does belie the true wisdom beneath. I am indeed cruel to myself. I died for the stage, so I should live for it as well.
You think, I just imagine he's saying I died for the stage. It's like, he was already a theater kid when, like, before he turned, and so he met a vampire, probably within the acting sphere or some other creative arts of the time, and he was like, do it, I must die. I don't know. Like, I'm taking it too literally. I don't know. My brain is being real dumb. Okay, I should live for it. That's a should statement.
Well, why should you live for the stage?
What was my death worth if the stage does not matter?
I want to know how each of these people got turned. I think Sam talked about how he got turned. I don't remember. But I want to know how the others.
But it's only you who's saying your death ain't worth something. Your shoulds are fatal. Ain't that a lot of pressure?
Perhaps. Though one might argue that all great actors must be forged in fire.
But is acting really the most important thing in the world?
I shall assume that you jest. Vampire society's of no use to me. We are so few, and I cannot have an adoring crowd without a crowd.
It's also easier, I feel like, to impress someone for a short amount of time rather than 300 years. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but you could just, yeah, vampire time frame, do good for a good 60 years as people are like, man, I love this guy, and then die. You're like, cool. on to the next. Whereas someone who's living the same time span as you is just like, bro, cut the bullshit. Sophiana cannot have an adoring crowd without a crowd. That's a great one. I don't know. It's either disqualifying the positive or Nosferatu thinking.
Vampires ain't got nothing to offer you.
Did it?
Nothing they can give, no. Vampires do not understand the avant-garde.
Vampires have a lot to give. We got time to understand things mortals just can't. I think you're painting vampire society with a pretty broad brush. We got some redeeming values.
Oh, perhaps. But an understanding of the stage is not one of them. You know, I see what you are doing. The motivations of man are well known to me through my art.
Edmund, do I have to remind you why you're here? See what you're doing? Good. We are having therapy, my guy. Please.
And what am I doing?
You are mocking me.
Oh my god.
Undermining me, causing me to doubt myself. I know thy purpose, wretch.
Alright. Sam, pull back out the ooh boy, ooh.
This therapy business is all a ruse. You would lay me low and claim dominion over me.
Nah.
All I'm trying to do is help you, friend. Reality's a lot easier to deal with when you can accept it for what it is.
So, now you doubt my sanity? Is there no end to your japes and jabs? I shall not break. Oh, you shall see. The tides of cruel seas will crash upon me, but I do not wither. I know thy game, trickster. You wish to keep me in your debt. The more I doubt myself, the more you take from me.
Okay.
You think you are clever, but thy tongue outvenoms all the worms of the Nile. Well, what have you to say for yourself? Speak, that I might hear thy bile.
Tame him like a wild horse. Honestly, yeah, it's probably the only route that's gonna get us anywhere.
Easy there.
It's so fucking dumb.
What?
I know you're upset and you're scared. I ain't gonna hurt you.
But you want to hurt me.
Good vampire. Ain't you sweet? Yeah, it's alright.
Like, what's a infantile? What's that word? Just basically treating him like a baby. Which, I mean, yeah, I think this man, giant baby.
You really don't want to hurt me? You'll keep me safe?
There's some deep-rooted trauma in there.
We're safe.
That statement.
Ain't no place safer than right here. We're friends. That's right. You're my buddy now. Just my pal Eddie.
In truth, I am oft left bereft of friendship. Our kind can be difficult.
You mean vampires?
No, actors. But to sense one is not alone in all the world is a feeling to be cherished.
The entertainment industry does have some very vile people.
You ain't alone, I promise you. Whatever bad stuff we're living, someone else has lived it already.
'Tis so. Many geniuses were unappreciated in their time, with wonders of their craft consigned to history's dusty pages. Even the bard himself did struggle. There is some comfort in that.
Common nocturnality. We all got the same needs, man. Blood, safety, and sex.
You know what? Mood.
Indeed. I too am akin to the doomed Achilles, though my sore spot lies not so low, but twixt stem and stern.
Tain't my place to comment.
Oh, it seems the spot is no secret to you after all.
Maybe we can talk about that some more in your next session. I think you did pretty dang well today.
Yes. Yes, I suppose I did. I am rather good at therapy, aren't I?
I feel like this is something that it has happened in a conversation too. Like, obviously you don't be good at therapy. But like people who have to be the best, they're like have that perfectionism. They're like, I am good at therapy when you're not good at therapy.
If you're here and wanting to get better, yeah, I'd say that makes you pretty good at therapy.
Well, one mustn't rest on one's laurels, must one?
That's right, Eddie. Okay, I'll see you in a few weeks then.
Aye, we shall vanquish my demons together. I cannot tarry. The stage awaits.
Dang, what the hell was that?
Same. Fucking same.
One of the darker malignancies of the mind, dear Samuel.
You sure I'm up to this?
You were masterful, Samuel. You were able to take your knowledge about cognitive distortions and turn their definitions outward. And we must speak about this equine ability of yours in your next session.
The taming of the horse.
Oh, that. Yeah, I learned a lot about myself through my horse.
Sam, I need to make sure there's nothing weird going on with you and your horse. I'm glad you're a horse guy, but it's gotta
Save it for our next session.
Yeah.
Rest, Samuel. You have faced a great
Talk to
danger.
Andrew about that.
Now it is time to drink and be merry with the goths.
Yay! I get to be drinking, be merry with the goths. It's such a phrase that I want said to me on a daily basis.
Well, not sure I'd call them merry, but they know how to cut loose. All right, Andy, I'll see you later.
Good night, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Requiete de pace. God damn, the fucking club music
Well,
so
that was
loud.
one of the weirdest experiences of my life.
The Germans coming back. I feel it in my bones. They're coming.
I probably want to forget that. I should go talk to Crimson.
If it isn't Sammy the Kid, plop that butt down. Got a shot prepared for you.
My girl, Crimson.
Well, thanks, Crimson. What is that? A Bloody Mary?
No, a Bloody Steve. I think that's what he said his name was.
I fucking hate that joke, but it's so good too.
Of course it is. How's the crowd tonight?
You know, it's funny. They're a little on the weird side tonight. Must be a full moon out.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I just had my first therapy session with the strangest fella I ever met. The actor type. Used to be an international celebrity back when I was alive. Well, seems like fame's a nasty drug.
Like Andy says, people are people. Doesn't matter what era they're from. Feeling good about your session, though?
I mean, got somewhere, kind of. Every now and then when we treated him like a horse, and he stopped gaslighting us.
He was pretty confrontational, but he was happy to talk about himself at least. Andy says the real clients to worry about are the ones who've got nothing to say.
Oh.
I get that. Being a human isn't easy. You gotta be pretty damn privileged to have no problems at all.
Well, this fella definitely has plenty of problems. I think he'll be keeping me busy.
It's a big world out there, cowboy. Full of vampires with no self-awareness.
Well, ain't that the truth? Well, here's to change then.
To change.
You, drinking Andy's blood there?
Andy's? Nuh-uh, this is a plain old mortal drink. You think anyone would want to drink that man's blood from a bottle when they can get it straight from the source?
You know what, Crimson, you right. Crimson, you fucking right.
I suppose they wouldn't.
I'm not proud to drink blood, Sam. Wouldn't be doing it out here.
I didn't mean to cause offense, ma'am.
Not your fault. I guess I shouldn't be offended.
Oh, we're therapying Crimson now.
Who's telling you that you shouldn't be offended, Crimson? I know this blood drinking stuff is complicated.
Damn right it is. Look, I have customers to deal with, but let me give you some advice, Buffalo Bill. No therapy in here.
Oh no. Crimson, I think you should visit us upstairs in the therapy room.
What happens at Eminard happens with consent. Got it?
All right, that's fair, and my sincere apologies. It won't happen again.
That's right.
Oh, dang it. I've gone and made myself unwelcome. I better get out of Crimson's way.
Oh no, we pissed off the hot girl. Who are you? Oh my god, you're new. Hello? How do you say that name? Panopiti Bella? Panopiti Bella?
Huh? Do I know you?
I know you. I've been watching you, vampire.
Okay. Thanks, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, that's me, drinking blood to live.
Yes, you do. I saw you. I see everything.
Yeah, you got a lot of eyes
My
there.
name is Panoptibella.
Panoptibella. Okay, got it. Understood.
It means I see all, and I am beautiful. I
Okay.
saw you in the kink room with Reinhardt and Maxi.
We don't need to talk about the kink room. We don't need to talk about the kink room. Let's go past the kink room.
And now I see that you are thirsty and would like to drink.
No. Bye.
Yep, that is so.
Come, drink from my neck. I wish to see what it is like.
Okay. Oh no, I forget. The veins? Ew. Gross noises.
Yes, I see now. That was very pleasant. Thank you. You will go to your coffin now to sleep.
What? What? Huh? I'm a grown-ass vampire. You can't tell me what to do.
Well, if you wanted to cuddle.
It is normal for vampires to enter a state of torpor after consuming the blood of another.
Ma'am, I've been a vampire for like 300 years. I do know what the vampire life be like. Thank you.
I wish you an excellent torpor, vampire.
What the?
Thanks, I guess. I guess I'd better get some shut-eye. This night has gone on long enough.
Crimson did say they were weird tonight. Yeah, that was an experience. That was something.
Good evening, Samuel. I hope you are feeling well rested. I have a new client for you.
Another one? I think my caseload's starting to get a little crowded.
Worry not, my friend. I shall not unload all the world's cares onto you. I know how strongly this next client requires aid. She is a great deal older than most of the clients you've seen, and sometimes it is harder for the elderly to see reality.
People older than the fucking Renaissance?
It took me far too long to do so.
What era is she from?
Is she as old as you are?
Not nearly. Thus, she should be more ready for change than I was. Take a look at her intake form.
Not the ad's about to start. What? It looks like it's med, but there's another letter after that I cannot quite tell. It's kind of smudgy. Bronze Age. Okay. elder vampire like myself, Medi has lived mostly alone for the past 2 millennia. Grew up among violence between Irish warlords and kept distance between herself and mortals. She now spends more of her time online, where she has become a streaming celebrity. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what this means, but perhaps a younger vampire might. Yeah, she has expressed frustration at her increasing demands of her followers. Be patient with the elderly. Oh, we got the streamer. Oh no.
Dang, she died young. Makes me wonder why I waited so long to kick the bucket. Could have left her nicer looking corpse.
Alas, death does not often allow us to have much choice in the matter.
Fucking true.
Says here she doesn't leave home unless she has to.
Indeed, it is a puzzle, as elder vampires can often be.
I sure do hope I can help her.
You will do your best, I know. Let me allow you some privacy. She comes.
Oh wee.
Hello?
Hello, I love you.
Hey there, how do I say your name? Is it, Medbub? Medbee?
Mev is my real name. Medbee's just my screen name. You can call me Medi if you like.
Mev. Medbee. Medi. Alright, we got 3 names to go by.
Oh, mighty fine meeting you, Medi. I'm Sam.
Do you think she plays a medic in games?
Is that all you are?
I couldn't rightly say. I ain't no more or less than Sam.
You're cute, strange cowboy man.
I don't know that you should be calling your potential therapist cute, miss.
Not in a touching bodies way. I mean, you're more like a rabbit or a mouse. Oh, I want to dress you up in a little mouse onesie and watch you scurry about.
You know what? Same.
You can keep your hat on and be a little cowboy mouse. Oh, I like that very much.
Me and Medi are gonna be besties.
I'd keep you in a little cage and give you lots of cheese and, of course, a wheel to run on. You can be my whiskery little pet.
What is the matter, Samuel?
I think I'm out of my depth here, Chief. I ain't keen to be anyone's pet.
Older vampires such as myself can sometimes be uncomfortable to be around. I believe this will be an excellent challenge in setting boundaries, Samuel. Explain to her your boundaries. You will be modeling positive behavior and saving yourself a little trouble.
Yeah, just a little.
All the more reason to be clear and polite right now. Good luck, Samuel. I know you can do it.
Being
You're
taught how to
distracted,
say.
little mouse. Have you smelt a bit of cheese? Did your whiskers twitch?
Oh, fucking hell.
All right, miss, before we keep going, I think we need to set a few boundaries.
I don't want to wear a onesie. I don't eat cheese. I don't want to live in the cage.
This stuff about putting me in a cage and making me your pet are things you should be doing with a blood partner. Besides, I make the rules about my own body. If I don't want something, you gotta respect it or find a new therapist.
You don't want me to do things to your body?
You cut that out. I'm serious now.
Very well. Be that way.
Sure, we can go through all of them. Fuck
First
it.
of all, I ain't gonna wear no onesie. I don't think I could find one that'd fit.
I could sew one for you. I would make the neck hole really big so that your funny hat would fit right through it.
Okay, well, maybe I wasn't being clear. I don't want to wear a onesie.
But it would make me happy.
Oh man. Yep. She is doing what her chatters do to her.
Well, wouldn't make me happy, miss.
Fine. But I don't like it.
I eat cheese. That's
I
good.
think that about covers it.
I'll eat some fucking cheese.
Very well. It's a little boring. People usually let me do what I want to do to them.
Well, this is less boring then. It's something new.
I suppose you're right. It's very clever, strange cowboy man. May I still call you a mouse from time to time, though?
If it'll make you feel comfortable, I guess it ain't hurting me. But let's get to you and why you're here. Now, it said on your intake form that
No, she's overworked, concerned about climate change. Nah, I say overworked.
you're overworked, it said. You're not my first client with that problem. What line of work you in?
I play video games.
Video games?
Welcome.
Like Star Invaders?
Dude, you and your sci-fi, Sam. You just love sci-fi too much.
No, silly. More like Overcharged 2 and Pension Impact.
Pension Impact. Medi, please let me get you on some boulders.
I don't know what them things are. I kind of figured video games were just a fad, like collecting ferns was in my time.
Video games are lots of fun. There's even one where you get to play a cowboy and kill bunches and bunches of people.
Is this Red Dead?
Then you get to pretend you feel bad about it. But after that, you kill even more people.
That's accurate.
Shucks, that there might give me some flashbacks. But you're working by playing video games? How's that?
I stream on Glitch.
Oh my
Millions and
god.
millions of followers there.
Wait just a gosh darn minute. People are paying to watch you pee?
What?
Of course not. That sort of thing would be on my Only Zealots page. If I could pee. Which I can't, because I'm a vampire.
My soul hurts in this moment.
Alright, you gotta walk me through this.
What's streaming mean if it ain't peeing? Sure, we'll just go down the line.
What's streaming mean if it ain't peeing?
Streaming means to share your computer screen to the internet.
Like watching the cinema, only instead of people shooting each other, it's you answering emails?
Could you imagine?
Sort of. Mostly people just like to watch people shooting other people. Only it's little computer people that only look like people.
Clear as mud. I got some more questions about them funny things you mentioned, though.
I want to go through all
What's
of these.
Only Zealots?
Alright, good luck.
That's a very special website where my very special followers get to see me do naughty things for money.
You've been around a long while. Do you need money?
No, of course not. But I do like having mortal bloodbags who will do anything for me.
Karn, no, go away. Go away, you didn't see nothing. Dude, listen. We've I know, I'm streaming and we're giving therapy to a streamer. Is this you? Stop! I don't have an OnlyFans yet. Yeah, no, I probably will stop around an hour. Yeah, I think about an hour I'm gonna have to do some errands. Aren't you? I thought you were supposed to be streaming already. I kept checking and I was like, alright, well, fine, I guess. Oh, I thought you were. Did you change your mind? Or was that Sunday? I don't know. I thought you mentioned it yesterday while playing crab games. Slept too late. I gotcha. Listen, I'm sure Medi here would be like that crab boss you fought. Gotcha.
This whole thing makes me feel old.
But you're only a baby vampire, strange cowboy man. I'm glad you're not the kind of baby who poops and pees, though. That's quite icky.
Same, Medi, same.
I had some more questions. What's all this RPG and FPS stuff?
Oh yeah, you missed it a little bit earlier when she was saying what game she plays is, was it Overpowered 2 or something, and then Pension Impact.
Role-playing games and first-person shooters.
Kind of dark to be playing games about the first person you ever shot. That ain't a good moment.
Bruh.
You're extra silly. It's a video game with a first-person perspective. It only looks as though you're shooting someone.
It's so funny because Medi is technically way older in vampire age than he is. But she's like, hell yeah, computers. And he's like, I don't know what the fuck that is. She's like, yeah, she said, fuck it, what's up?
I like the ones where there's lots and lots of blood. I end up feeling quite hungry.
Well, they still using corn syrup to look like blood? It never looked realistic to me.
They don't use corn syrup in video games. You're very funny.
I'm glad I'm funny, I guess. Let me ask you something else about these video games.
Oh no, I got it.
All right, I think I understand a little better. You're working pretty dang hard for all them followers. What do you need them for?
Lots of things. They pay my rent for me, they buy clothes and gifts for me, they dispose of all the bodies. They let me kill them too. They're all so eager to die. Poor little lambs.
Oh, hold on. So you just got some accomplices to murder too.
They're like servants?
Servants, little sheep, whatever you'd like to call them.
I do want to know what she would call her followers. I feel like they'd be little bats or something, or little sheep, because she keeps referencing like sheeps and lambs.
And they're willing to just up and die for you.
Oh, naturally. Sometimes all I have to do is smile for them. They find it enchanting. And they quite like my breasts and vulva.
What? Medi. Medi. Medi.
Oh, I see.
Karn, you or Sam. Just Medi, we gotta talk.
Does it make you uncomfortable to hear me say breasts and vulva?
Yes.
Well, I reckon I just wasn't expecting that level of candidness.
Breasts, vulva.
Stop saying it, Medi.
Hey, come on now.
So, God, I'm getting payback. This is like payback from your game yesterday, right? You got tortured, now I get tortured. Why is this happening? Who did this? Why is this curse being passed upon me? Who should we pass it upon next? Kamini's playing today, right? It's not quite the same level. Is it not? I mean, no, but there's still themes that are uncomfy, I guess.
Oh, but it's so much fun to watch your little whiskers twitch.
So, these followers of yours do a lot of work for you, huh?
Maddie, we talked about boundaries before starting the session. You are not respecting my boundaries, ma'am.
But I have almost 100 million little sheep. It's rather difficult to manage them all and keep them happy.
Why do you need to keep so many servants happy?
I need my sheep. If I don't have them, I'll have nothing.
Sounds like
Is it really true that if you don't have your followers, you won't have anything? Ain't you got other stuff you're interested in?
I suppose I enjoy reading. And video games. And I can do those things alone. There's also playing games with my body.
What is that? What? Nope. What does that mean? What? Nope. Especially since she's immortal, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. I know, right? The dance game, duh. You know what, you're right. I'm on the wrong side of Twitter, apparently. Seen some things I can't unsee. Just dance. I do wonder if I had infinite time, what I would spend it on. If I would just be like, fuck it, I'm a streamer now.
Oh, yep, there's that.
Which Americans don't do. You like to shoot people instead. Bang, pow,
Oof. Listen. Oof. Yep, we do, especially on the second day of school.
That ain't always true. But let's get back to what you were saying.
If I don't make them all
yep.
happy, they'll turn against me.
I saw someone talking about, because there was only that one reported, because people actually did die, but there was so many others that had confiscated weapons and guns on the second day of school. So much is going down to middle schoolers, and I was like, fucking Christ. These parents providing these items for these children need to stop. They need to stop. If I don't make them happy, they'll turn against me. Is that control?
Oh, wait a minute. That's one of them double control fallacies.
A control fallacy? What is that, Manling?
Manling. Oh my god, wait. God, I don't know why I kind of like the stupid term. Is I feel like it's offensive though.
It's the idea that you either have complete control over something or no control over something.
Maybe. Listen. Manlet was a thing. Is it? I've never heard that before in my life. That's crazy.
The idea that you can make everyone happy is something that ain't in anyone's power.
A few years back in some debate spheres. Oh, wild.
And assuming you have no control and they'll all turn against you ain't true either.
That is true, I suppose. I can do things you couldn't dream of. But I won't show them to you because you're an American.
What do that mean? Huh? What is going over in Ireland that y'all are can't show us? Do they do peace stuff? Probably. Seems like it.
That is much appreciated, miss. And now about the stuff you were saying.
All I'll be is the lonely, crazy girl with a flat full of stinky corpses.
Let's ease off them labeling terms. Don't go calling yourself crazy.
But I am crazy. And I know how strange I sound to these short-lived creatures.
I reckon I might sound the same if I were around as long as you and seen some of the stuff you've seen. Besides, crazy ain't got any kind of real meaning. What's sane? You've been around a while, you know them definitions change all the time.
I suppose that's true. Don't think any of us are really sane.
I think that's a heck of a lot closer to the truth.
I just want to look at my body parts anyway. Don't have much else to share, it seems.
That's disqualifying the pops.
Come on now, you've been around for nearly 2,000 years. How in the heck could you have nothing to offer? I'm sure you could tell me all sorts of things about history and the places you've been to and the things you've done.
If I talk about things I like, my followers abandon me. Fickle little bloodbags. They always like it when I show off, though.
That's a problem with your followers, not you. Don't go disqualifying the positive things about yourself just because they don't see them.
Are you learning things here too, Karn? She created that audience.
Very kind, Manling. If you were one of my followers, I might even let you live.
Just getting validated.
A very kind gesture, miss.
I can't help but think, though, I should make my little sheep happy. After all, they are willing to die for me.
You say you should keep your followers happy. Do you like it when they're happy?
Just because I kill my bloodbags doesn't mean I wish to be cruel. After all, they're so cute when they die with smiles on their precious little faces.
The little fucking ooh-woo face she does, though. Just the embodiment of ooh-woo right there.
I'm glad to hear that, but here's the thing. When you say you should make them happy, you turn it into a responsibility. If you got 100 million people you should please, that's pressure you don't need. Get what I'm saying?
You are too sweet, little mouse. Like a sugar mouse. Someone might try to eat you.
Heck, they already did. How do you think I turned into a vampire?
God damn it, Sam.
You make me seem very silly for worrying so much about my blood bags. Not a very good vampire, am I?
Well, what's a good vampire supposed to do?
My blood father used to tell me that we were supposed to be gods. Told me that we would rule all humanity. I imagine he'd be ever so disappointed in me.
Well, blood parents are always complicated. They like continuing their legacies, but people ain't too good at being anything but themselves.
I wish someone would tell him that. He's a very bad listener.
Well, you should be proud of yourself for getting away from him. I know it ain't easy.
I didn't leave him. The druid sealed him away long ago. He'll slaughter us all when he escapes. And there will be nothing we can do. Oh, it's gonna be ever so much blood.
Maddie, are you okay? Maddie, what the fuck? Who's your dad? I'm gonna dip in and out. That's fine. Do whatever you gotta do. Yeah? Better not be fucking League. No League allowed in this household. Slaughter us. We all escape sessions. Of course. Okay. Sure.
I think
Oh,
we can
that's not
handle a
wrong.
vampire. There's a lot more of us now, and I bet the bastard ain't even heard of a gun.
You don't understand. He's a wizard.
The last I heard, wizards ain't bulletproof. Let's give ourselves a little credit. I ain't gonna worry too much about this fella. Besides, if he is coming back to kill us all, we only got so much time to enjoy, right? These dang followers of yours have got you stuck at home, though.
It's better this way. It's not safe outside.
Well, why do you say that?
She's got agoraphobia. My girl.
Because there are bad people out there. They've tried to burn me, touch me, enslave me. They are cruel and horrible.
Damn. Yeah. Here's the trauma. We found it. I feel like it's not saving me if I choose the wrong thing. I feel like it's labeling, yeah. Hold on. I wish it opened up on the whatever it's called. Index. Oops.
I know you've been
Okay.
through some tough times, Mitty, and you got a hell of a lot of reasons to think people are all awful. But those experiences ain't the be-all and end-all. There's a lot of bad, a lot of good, and even more in between.
Maybe. But it's safer to assume that it's all bad. Mortals are very afraid, and when mortals are afraid, they are quite cruel.
That's more of that all-or-nothing thinking. There's billions of people out there now, and more differences between each and every one of them than you'd expect.
But I don't need to endanger myself anymore. I have my sheep.
I'm sure we'll get to talking about them real soon.
We can talk about them now. They help me stay in my flat. If I stay in one place, I have power. Instead of them burning me, I can burn them. And touch them and enslave them.
With all due respect, miss, you're playing with sunshine here. Life is always gonna change. That's the one thing we can be sure of.
No.
Your retreating from society is only gonna make it harder to face the changes ahead.
Such as when the machines arrived.
What machines are you talking about?
The ones in the factories. The ones who made me leave the bog. Did not like that very much. Not at all.
I think it's the industrial period.
Oh, look, I didn't want to upset you. You're here to handle the world a little better, and that means being honest about what might
Robot
happen.
apocalypse.
That makes sense?
Yes. The machines keep getting stronger. I should be ready for them.
All right. Well, let's keep talking.
Ma'am, are you okay? You stream on a machine.
They used to call me Calich na Mona, the witch of the bogs. I like it that way. I like it when they think I'm a monster.
Is that more labeling?
Hold on a sec,
Yeah.
Mitty. I get that there's safety in people thinking you're some kind of monster. But what I can't abide is you calling yourself one. Names have power. You know what they used to call me?
Fuzzy McWhiskers. Scaly Tail Sam. Ooh, Scurrying Sam.
They called me Slaughterin' Sam. And as you might imagine, I didn't earn many friends with that name.
That's not very cute at all.
No, it ain't. I didn't feel cute neither. I felt like an evil bastard, and that ain't a good feeling.
I think at one point in his life he was like part of a gang, like a little cowboy gang, and he was murdering a bunch of people. Yeah.
It didn't say I liked being a monster. It just makes me feel safe.
Little manling gang. Yeah, they gotta assert their manliness.
Then let's find a way to help you feel safe without calling yourself a monster then, huh? But keep going.
If I want to be safe, I should show them what a monster I really am from the safety of my lair.
Well, why should you show them what a monster you are?
So that they'll know to stay away, of course.
And is that the only way people will stay away?
It's the way I know. I used to put severed heads outside my cottage, but the policemen don't like that very much.
So what if I said you should protect yourself by putting severed heads outside your place again?
I'd say you should learn otherwise. The police can be very mean.
That's what I mean. Should doesn't allow a lot of wiggle room. It might seem like it's just words, but them words can lock us up tighter in a bank vault.
Hey, welcome back, creature. Hell yeah, get that spicy pepperoni pizza.
But let's keep talking.
Living alone is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known for millennia. I can't survive in society now.
No, I did it wrong.
Ancient vampires are very few. I can tell you with some certainty that your client is very good at hiding her true capabilities, perhaps even from herself.
Oh, so
Living alone
disqualified?
is...
You know, you're what, some 1,800 years old? You're older than any government on Earth. You've seen the world change in ways none of us could dream of. Hell, you basically won the internet, and I can barely open up my Vmail program. You're way more capable than you're giving yourself credit for.
I suppose that's true. But I'm not very good with real-life people. Unless I'm eating them.
You're still disqualifying the positive by canceling out all them skills you got.
Streamer therapy going on.
You can use all that modern lingo I've barely even heard of. You dab fam?
Sam! You make me want to rip my skin off. You dab fam. Oh my god. Literally, I want to rip my skin off. It's t-shirt worthy. Put Sam's fucking face under it. Honestly, if this game ever created merch and that's not one of them.
That was ages ago.
See what I'm saying?
You are very clever, sweetling. It is easy to forget how small and weak mortals are. The world is a big place full of things that might try to hurt me.
You're down with them Skippy Ohio's girly. Phantom Toxic, yeah. Oh my god. That's a foreign language.
Well, before you face the world, why don't we start with your neighborhood? Let's start slow. Take a walk around your block, 15 minutes a day. Just spend a little time outside looking at the moon.
I suppose if anyone tries to hurt me, I should be able to kill them or enslave them.
Damn, I want to be a vampire so I can walk out at night.
Very well, strange cowboy man. If anyone does kill me, I'll simply become a ghost. Then I can whisk myself up your bottom with a little ghost needle and poke at your guts.
I'm sorry, what? Medi? Medi, can we talk about that? Keep your ghost fingers away from me.
I don't think it'll come to that. Just spend some time outside and see how you feel, and we'll talk again in a month. Sound good?
Very well. I suppose my followers outside must be eager to carry my coffin home. I promised I would eat them when we got there, so shouldn't keep them waiting. Farewell then, little mouse.
Hoo-wee!
Same Sam.
Well done, my friend. You seem a little out of sorts. Are you quite all right?
No, that was worse than Edmund. Anytime I hear yeet, I think of Macbeth short.
She was something else.
Yee.
Like so many of our kind, she simply struggles to adjust to a constantly changing world. I think you will be of great help to her. She clearly likes you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You are under my protection while you are here, Samuel. I guarantee no ghosts will travel up your posterior.
Thank you. Thank you for that guarantee. I appreciate.
You have done excellent work tonight. Please, relax downstairs. Summer will be here before we know it, and the nights shall become short once again. Rest in peace, my friend.
Tarnation. I'm glad the kids here aren't glued to their little TVs.
Okay, let me mute desktop audio and see what Donna sent. Oh. Damn. An improv right there, shit. That was a good bit. God tier improv, that really is. I am not that skilled as an improver, that's for sure. Holy crap. Konnichiwa. Donut. Okay. Oops. The sound is Bork. I want a refund. What do you mean? It played. Oh, it's because you played it while I was... You played it while I... I told you I was muting desktop. I told you so I could listen to the video. I'm not trying to get Twitch silenced like Karn did. Damn. Chill. Do it again. Damn. Never mind. It's 5-second cooldown. Luck with a specific genre like that. He clearly knew about Macbeth. That's true. Let me go to hate how everything. Where is the rewards? I don't remember. Nope, that's not it. Cool. It's pretty top tier. Yeah, that game show they do is pretty good. There we go. My channel points queue got moved for some reason. Alright, here. I will reject the one that got fucked, Donut. You have your 100 channel points that you definitely don't need back.
I wonder why that is. I'll bet Crimson knows.
Is Crimson gonna be mad at us still for intruding with our therapy?
Giddy up, little doggy.
Stop.
I ain't heard that one in a while.
Truth is, I'm running out of cowboy terms. What can I get you, handsome?
How about a kind ear for my troubles?
You got a real old school way of seeing bartenders. But in this case, you're right. I am a good listener. Lay it on me.
I got this new client. It makes me feel old.
250-year-old man feels old, huh?
Yeah. But seriously, I thought I understood people, but she's from another time, like.
Yeah, she's 2,000 years old, my guy.
I've been around a long time, and I ain't seen nothing quite like this internet. But my client lives there.
And you think you can't help her because you don't understand the internet?
Me. I mean, he did help, but I was just saying. Sure.
I remember when the first steam locomotive showed up and we thought, that's it. We've invented everything.
Really?
Laugh all you like. Point is, I'm getting old faster than I ever have before.
Here's the thing, cowboy. Nobody understands the internet.
Very true.
I don't feel old yet, though. Still just glad to be alive, thanks to Andy's blood.
Oh, yeah?
I know you've been curious about why I've been drinking vampire blood. You don't have to pretend. I've got a rare blood cancer. Andy's blood is what's keeping me alive.
Crimson!
Oh, I'm real sorry.
I didn't say I was dying. I said I had cancer. Stop making that face. I'm just glad I found Andy. Don't think I was quite ready to die.
Well, I, for one, am glad you're sticking around, Crimson.
Well, thank you kindly. So what'll it be, Sam? You ain't gonna dance?
I wonder why then she just doesn't take the full transformation. Because then, or does she, I don't remember if she talked about it in the beginning why she didn't want to be like a full vampire. Because it seems like she very much well could. She wouldn't have to worry about anything else. Then.
No, I ain't gonna dance.
You owe me that story one day, cowboy. Here, have a little something I whipped up for Andy. Herbal blood tea.
No
Okay.
garlic, right?
No garlic.
Why would there be garlic?
Mighty kind of you. Maybe I'll take a nightcap. You have yourself a fine night, Crimson.
Adios, muchacho.
I think that's my last client for a while. My caseload's big enough. I'm starting to get overwhelmed. Maybe something from one of my books will inspire me. But then again, I could watch cartoons instead.
Oh my god, me. Literally me. Watch a cartoon instead. But I want to know what inspiration there is.
I think I'll read a poem. I've got one I
Yeah.
love. Carry one, Walt Whitman.
What? The audio cut.
I celebrate myself and sing myself. And what I assume, you shall assume. For every atom belonging to me, as good belongs to you. I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass. My tongue, every atom of my blood, formed from this soil, this air, born here of parents born here, from parents the same, and their parents the same. I, now 37 years old, in perfect health begin, hoping to cease not till death.
The learned astronomer.
Creeds and schools in abeyance. Retiring back a while, sufficed it what they are, but never forgotten. I harbor for good or bad. I permit to speak at every hazard. Nature without check, with original energy. Just a little reminder that I'm still human. I think that's enough action for one night. Time I got me some shut-eye. Good
That's
night,
by Walt
son.
Whitman. Yeah. Then I would assume so then. Or oh, weird.
A fine evening to you, Samuel. How are you feeling tonight?
Not bad, not bad. A little overwhelmed,
All
but
right. See ya,
guess I kind of have a
creature.
lot going on these days.
Thanks for stopping by.
Indeed you do. The mind is an easy place to get lost in, is it not?
You ain't kidding. Keeping all them cognitive distortions in my head and sorting through all my clients' problems ain't easy.
We are not machines, Samuel. I believe you will find that you can never handle everything at once. There is a term the mortals use these days, multitasking. It's a kind of meta-control fallacy. Even we must handle thoughts one at a time.
I guess. I just hope I can concentrate on my own therapy with all this stuff bouncing around in my noggin.
I do not expect you to be an exception to the rule, my dear fellow. Let us see whether we can clear your head. I would like to introduce you to a ritual I have learned for stealing the mind.
This some kind of ancient vampire secret? Something the old ones gave you that's been lost to time? Something mortals could never imagine?
It's box breathing, isn't it? $10 box breathing.
No, it's just meditation.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
Oh,
Close. Yeah.
That does not make the technique any less valuable.
I
Now
fucking
then,
don't want to
close your
hear
eyes.
about
I will guide you through this
meditation.
process.
Fuck your meditation. I don't wanna.
Think of a place that brings you comfort. Where is it?
I'd have to say the woods. I always liked being in nature.
Then imagine the woods and let your thoughts come to you. When you try to focus on your thoughts, you will find them difficult to catch.
Oh.
What you must do is simply breathe. Fill your lungs and your thoughts will slow down. Simply concentrate on your thoughts for a moment and they will clear.
Pat flicks.
When they become elusive once more, simply let your breath go.
Andy shares a tall glass of water. Hey, Sam. Sam, you like Andy? Get going somewhere.
Let you be king.
I ain't cut out for this therapy thing. Andy sure is a tall glass of water.
Where am I?
Miss my
How
princess.
much do I breathe in? Oh, okay.
I kinda miss farting.
What?
Focus, Sam, focus.
Do I have to acknowledge thought? I don't understand what I'm supposed to be here. Boop, 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 boop.
Who's got a pretty mane?
My.
Wonder what's on Batflix.
Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. I get
Should I
it.
hook up with Reinhardt? I'm
Should
so
I,
bad
should I
at
hook
it.
up with Reinhardt? Do it.
I like blood from San Antonio, not New York City. Relax. Ain't no vampire hunters here. Who's my favorite horse? Is it you?
Meditation is too hard, truly.
How are you feeling now?
Good lord.
Yeah. All right. Fine, really. All them thoughts just feel like thoughts.
What sorts of things came up for you?
Well, I thought about my clients. I thought about all them cognitive distortions. My horse came up a lot.
Your horse?
Yeah, Princess. She was my horse back when I was alive. I still think about her every day. I can't really stop.
I understand. I have bonded with many horses in my own life, but it sounds as though the loss of Princess was particularly fraught.
Yeah,
Would you like to start there?
not sure I'd like it. But seeing as it's come up, maybe we should talk about what happened to her. It's got a lot to do with my old gang.
Sounds like me in therapy. I don't want to talk about it, but we probably should.
I mentioned them before. Well, the Mystic Bastards was their name. They were the gang to join if you had nothing to lose, and I had nothing to lose.
That sounds like some Nosferatu thinking, my friend.
Oh, I can see that now. But it turned out I still did have something to lose. And they took that from me to prove my loyalty. They took my princess, killed her in cold blood, and made me watch the whole thing. They made sure she saw me too.
Oh, Samuel, I am so sorry.
Damn. That sucks.
I just stood there, watching her dying, with them big eyes looking at me like she knew I betrayed her.
No.
They knew what it would take to break me, and it's my fault for letting them do it.
But Samuel, these Mystic Bastards, it sounds as though these loyalty tests were a cruel, mechanical part of their indoctrination process. These are the actions of a cult. They had no special care for you or your princess.
Well, it sure as shit worked. They knew where to hit me, and it's my fault for letting it happen.
What they did, Samuel, had little to do with you personally. You were vulnerable, and they took advantage. This is what cults do. But Samuel, you are exhibiting a cognitive distortion known as personalization.
Oh my god, we
You are
added one.
attributing the Mystic Bastard's actions entirely to your own supposed failings. While it is natural to grieve for your horse, holding yourself solely responsible is neither fair nor accurate.
Hold on a sec, my head's hurting. I can't hold on to all them distortions all the time. Ain't personalization a lot like a control fallacy?
An astute observation, Samuel. Personalizations are often a form of control fallacy. While control fallacies often manifest as a belief that you have more control over external events than is actually the case, Personalization is a more specific tendency to believe that external events are reactions to you. But let us leave control fallacies out of the picture for now. You are correct that keeping all distortions in mind at once is unrealistic. I would not interrupt your thoughts if I did not think personalization important. You are shouldering the blame for Princess's death. I can see that.
Well, if it ain't my fault, who else's is it?
The Mystic Bastards, of course. Let me put it into perspective for you. I will make a series of statements, and you help me identify the personalization distortion. I overslept in my coffin because I forgot to set my alarm. I bit Crimson's neck last night and missed the vein because I was distracted. It was entirely my fault.
I mean, that kind of is your fault.
Batflix raised my subscription price again because they knew I would pay no matter what.
Well, that's the personalization. Batflix has no earthly clue who you are. They just raise their subscription prices anyway.
Last one, yeah.
Just as your gang planned to isolate members from their former lives. Do you see the connection?
I guess so. I was just too stupid to see it at the time.
Ah, calling yourself stupid is what distortion?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's labeling. But I should have known anyway. I knew that crew was bad news. I just thought I was bad news too.
You should have known. That's another distortion of reality, Samuel.
All right, fine. Should statement, whatever. So what the hell am I supposed to do, Andy? Say nothing's ever my fault and I don't gotta know nothing? I was responsible for getting that beautiful horse killed. She trusted me, and if I'd been someone else, she wouldn't have had to die in that awful way.
I am not asking you to lie to yourself. Far from it. And I am not suggesting that you absolve yourself of all responsibility. But what would you say if a friend came to you with the same story? Would you tell them what they should have done? Would you call them stupid? You said yourself that you joined your gang because they were the gang to join if you had nothing to lose. I do not think this is a circumstance most people choose.
Yeah, I suppose.
Remember, Samuel, we are trying to reframe our thinking by clarifying these distortions. I know it may feel as though I am picking on you, but I am not. Let us forget what you should have done to make room for a different distortion. You are drawing a direct link from your emotion to the death of your horse.
Emotional
This is a
reasoning.
distortion called emotional reasoning.
I really hate how it starts on one page. Okay. It's gonna pop up there then at the end.
I understand the guilt you feel, Samuel, but your guilt does not this
Oops.
terrible thing.
Sorry.
It did happen. And some choices you made undoubtedly created the circumstances for it to occur. You are not blameless. But let us restrict your blame to what you have actually done.
I'm sorry. I get awful worked up when talking about my princess. You should have seen her, Andy. She had these eyes. She looked right into my tainted soul and still loved me.
I understand, Samuel. We feel tremendous guilt when we fail an animal. When we look at reality, it is not to dismiss our burdens, but to process them fairly. I would like you to understand emotional reasoning so you can see how emotions color our thoughts. Please listen, and call me out when I am using emotional reasoning. I feel anxious. Perhaps it is the garlic naan I smell from the Indian restaurant next door.
Well, that's some emotional reasoning, right?
No.
You're connecting your anxiety to the garlic next door.
But this is not emotional reasoning. I do not suggest my anxiety is the cause of the garlic, but
yeah.
rather the garlic is the potential cause of my anxiety.
Understood, understood.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, I think. Why do we have a problem with garlic anyway?
I have no clue. But there is a lot about being undead that doesn't make a lot of sense. Wouldn't you agree?
I wish he had like an actual, like, here are the reasons why.
Yeah, I guess I try not to question the weirder stuff.
The mood in my club is somber tonight. I am sure it is a reflection of my own dark mood.
This one would be the emotional reasoning, right? Yeah, because the club is reflecting. Oh, I keep yawning. I will probably ended at 2 hours. So in like 9 minutes.
I find myself in an irascible mood tonight. Perhaps I drank some tainted blood. You missed my emotional reasons.
No, okay,
I
it
feel
was that
anxious.
second one.
Perhaps it is the mood
I
in
was
my...
right.
That's the emotional reasoning right there. I don't think them folk in the club know too much about how you're feeling.
Exactly. Our emotions can feel all-encompassing, and that is purely biological. We are animals, Samuel. There is a small cluster of brain tissue at the base of the cranium that tells us we are safe or that we are about to die. The complexity of our existence is at odds with our biology, but we have the logic to recognize it.
Well, if reincarnation's a thing, I think I'd rather come back as a horse.
He's such a horse bro.
It is indeed a boon and a curse to have human complexity of thought.
No kidding. If I were a horse, I'd know better than to join any cowboy gang, let alone the Mystic Bastards. I'd be happy with a bag of oats and a field to run around in.
He loves his horse. Yeah.
How did you end up with the Mystic Bastards in the first place?
Well, like I said, I didn't have much choice. Nobody would have taken me in at that point, except a hangman, maybe. I wasn't a vampire yet, so hanging didn't sound too appealing. The last job I did got my brother killed, and after that, my wife left with my daughter and I never saw him again. Can't say I blame her.
You had a wife and daughter?
I didn't have nobody. Ain't no surprise that a vampire gang would be the only people to take me in.
Aha, so that is how you turned.
Hi, Ducky.
Yes, sir. It wasn't pleasant. Not the candlelight and writhing bodies sort of affair you see in mortal vampire stories.
That is terrible, Samuel. The turning is never easy. How did they find you?
That job that got my brother killed, we partnered up with one of them Mystic Bastards for it. He knew where to find me.
And he knew you were vulnerable and that you had no place to go.
I've thought about that. Were they setting me up all along? Maybe. But whether they were or not, I really didn't have any place to go. I know when them wanted dead or alive posters go up, folk find dead easier and more fun. People saw me as outlaw scum when I was a kid, and there was no way they were going to be kinder knowing I was in a gang.
You know this for a fact. You are certain that no one would have any pity on you at all, that your only recourse was to join your gang?
More VMP therapy. Heck yeah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna stop soon. I'm sorry. I streamed too early.
I guess I don't actually know that no one but the bastards would have taken me in. Sounds like a cognitive distortion, huh?
I think you see the patterns now. It may seem like pedantry, and perhaps it is, but pedantry is the search for ultimate truth.
Spoken like a true pedant.
It comes with being terrifying.
That's a good laugh. Andy, that was a nice laugh. That was in the chest. I enjoyed that laugh.
You discovered the cognitive distortion before I could point it out to you. It is a cognitive distortion similar to Nosferatu thinking, so let us put that particular distortion out of our minds for now.
Well, thank you for stopping by, Duchy, to say hi. How are you this morning, afternoon, or whatever time it is?
Yes, things were grim for you, but your experiences caused you to assume that there were none who would favor you with a kind eye.
Needed to see Daddy Andy. Daddy Andy is best. We love Daddy Andy.
You were exhibiting the cognitive distortion of overgeneralization, the idea that no mortal could accept you. This clouded truth made you vulnerable to the Mystic Bastard's approach.
Damn. Maybe we ain't wrong, huh? I should have joined the Foreign Legion or something. Dang it, should statement.
Your mind is not a cognitive distortion shooting gallery, Samuel. Cut yourself some slack. All we seek is recognition of our distortions, not perfection and not punishment. Let us test your ability to recognize overgeneralization. Then I believe we will have covered enough for tonight. Allow me to begin. Elder vampires are insufferable. They all think they know everything.
I mean, that already sounds like overgeneralization, but I feel like I need to go through the other options too. Still waking up so Danny and chuckling his breakfast. Oh my god. Well fed.
It seems to me that being a werewolf is pretty rough.
Oh, Andy, stop.
Vampires from Transylvania all have funny accents. I want to suck your blood. Who talks like this?
What the fuck? My experience assuming the future experiences will always be the same. Okay, it's gonna be the first one then.
I don't believe you have
Yes,
elder
yes.
vampires are insufferable.
Wait, ain't you an elder vampire?
Vampire
You seem like
versus
much of a know-it-all.
Pretty much.
That's right, Samuel. Though, in all honesty, I used to be quite insufferable myself. I aspire to be more patient these days. Let me continue. It seems to me that being a werewolf is pretty rough.
Oh my god, I can't believe I had to hear that twice.
Vampires from
That seems like an overgeneralization, Andy. I ain't sure any of them ever sounded like that. Pretty sure they all sound American these days anyway from watching bat flicks all the time.
Correct, Samuel. I apologize for the offensive accent. It was employed only to prove a point.
Andy, Andy, you kind of sound like the Transylvania vampire. Andy, you gotta point this out real quick. Batflix, yeah, I wonder what shows they have it. Like, is it only vampire? Like, it's the vampire Netflix, you know? So it's only vampire actors or, like, directors or stuff? Or vampire-based movies? Or is it just fucking anything? You know? It's just like normal Netflix, but vampires pay for it.
Well done, Samuel. Your ability to identify cognitive distortions continues to impress. But let us bring things back to you. I do not ask you to absolve yourself of the things you have done. You did not have the tools to be mindful of the thought patterns that made you vulnerable to the mystic bastards. I have seen mindfulness take root in you, though, Samuel. I hope this session has been helpful to you.
Yeah, I'm still sad. I'm still regretful about Princess. I think I'll always be. My not being mindful is what killed her. Every time I think about it, I just know I'm a terrible person who messes everything up. But I think the awareness helps.
It does. Then please tell me what cognitive distortion you just exemplified. Was it emotional reasoning, overgeneralization, or personalization?
Isn't it all of them?
I guess it was kind of all of them.
Masterful deduction, Samuel. Your sense of self-awareness is most impressive.
Hell yeah.
Remember, cognitive distortions are not a cudgel to beat yourself with.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. If we're spouting cognitive distortions all the time, ain't my clients gonna be mad at my constantly interrupting them?
You continue to impress. Yes, we cannot bully our clients with distortions. Thus, I find it is best to clear our minds and focus on a few during each session. Keeping endless distortions in mind is not easy for a therapist either, after all. I think we have done excellent work tonight, and I'm certain you've built up a thirst. I know this evening was emotionally intense. Ask Crimson for some scotch.
Do you think it's Scotch from Scott?
Drinking booze ain't exactly compatible with our biology, Andy.
By scotch, I mean Scottish blood. It's iron-rich and quite delicious. I age it in whiskey barrels.
That's Card. What else would it have been? What else would it have been, Card? If it's not blood, what is it? It's not alcohol. They can't have anything, Card. Fucking Scottish blood.
That sounds pretty nice. I might just do that.
They can
and call it an early
pretend.
night.
Just do like the fucking TV trope where they pretend to take a drink but they just throw it over their shoulder and they're like, yes.
As you wish, Samuel. Rest well, and do not lasso yourself so tightly, as you say. You are deserving of love, especially from yourself.
I want Andy to be my therapist.
I'm just gonna leave before I get more embarrassed.
Very well, Samuel. Rest in peace, my friend.
I'm gonna sneeze that because I'm gonna stop soon. I think once it switches to the new day.
Samuel,
which is
greetings.
today.
You are seeing Dr. Drain again tonight, yes?
Okay. So it seems like it went to a new day. What the fuck is that noise? Oh, which means I'm going to stop a nice 2 hours. I know, the fact that there's dope club after therapy is giving. I know, except for Samuel, apparently. I mean, he just goes and drinks. We don't get to talk to anyone that time. Yeah. Anyways, I am here. I'm existing. Maybe. I'm already freaking tired for some reason. Maybe need more coffee. I do not know. But I gotta run some errands. I'm gonna see if I can find some picture frames for some artwork. And then I have more birthday parties to attend. Just the magical birthday party fairy, you know. And Dutchie, I was not lying. I literally have that art piece you sent as one of the lock screen images. Mine rotates between like 15 images. Whenever it comes up, I'm like, hell yeah. Birthday rebrand. Oh my god. Thank you. I think they're lit. Yeah, they're sparkly right now. Gonna have to give you a party hat. Oh my god, wait, why do I not have a party hat? Why do I not have a lot of things? Actually, we need to do a dress up doll type thing you got going on. Yee. I'll add. Oh god. Listen, all we need is knife. That's all we need. Knife. Anyways, a nice good old threaten while we say goodbye. Everyone have a good day, or you will meet the knife. Yeah, I'll still be online. Just won't be streaming right now. Tomorrow I'll be busy. Definitely no stream. I hope to stream at like a normal time on Tuesday. But we'll see how work is going next week. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I know Creature already started stream, but I don't know who else is. I think it's just Creature. Oh, Nino. Nino's also streaming. We could go to Nino. Y'all want to raid into Nino? Where's Nino? He's playing Celeste. That or we don't raid at all. I'm not good at raids. I can't stay. Yeah, you know what? Everyone say bye. We just bye. Me neither. Yeah, bye. Alright, cool. Commit arson? Hell yeah. We'll do. Absolutely. Bye.